All right, here we go. We are live. Thank you guys that are hanging out in the chat. Thank you for your patience. We're actually a little early, but I had Marcel here, so I wanted to go ahead and let him come talk to everyone if they are uh, you know wanting to learn about his really cool looking project here. But let me introduce myself. My name is Antonio Bryce. I'm a comic book writer. I've got Brand and the sequel, Brand Way of the Gun, that are on Indiegogo right now. And you can check those out at akaripress.com. And I'd like to let you guys say hello to our good friends over at Planet EJOBN on Facebook. We are streaming live to that group as well. If you are watching on another platform and you just want to hang out on YouTube, obviously youtube.com/Akari Press. But all right, let's get into it. Marcel, welcome back, man. You were here last year with us, and which you had a really cool, I think it was a Norse Gods project or something like that. What was that project called?
Yeah, that was Valhalla Awaits by
Yeah.
Phil
That was dope,
Buckingham.
man. I love that one. That was really cool. And you let me read that one. It was really cool. Art was great. Colors,
Thank you.
everything. It just looked brilliant, man. So I know you do a lot of these projects and stuff. So I mean, you got a nice little side hustle going here, man, with these little books, man. I was like, I see your stuff. You pop up on all the little crowdfunding sites, and how does I mean, just go back to the beginning. How did you start working doing these like crowdfunding books and stuff?
I was trying. I didn't want to do crowdfunding at first. I just wanted to sell directly to consumers, but no one was buying the books. And I saw people
Ah,
that had okay looking books on crowdfunding, and they were doing pretty good numbers. I was like, if they could do pretty good numbers, my books kind of look kind of better than that. Maybe I could get some numbers. And I did my first Kickstarter, which was Angelica Reigns. It failed because I didn't promote it at all. I just did code drop. I accidentally hit the launch button on accident. I didn't do that, and we launched and we failed. We got pretty close, but we failed. So after that, I did my second Kickstarter, Delilah Blast. With that one, I took 3 months to promote it. We were funded, and we hit our goal like the second day. And since then, I've just been at least doing one every month.
okay, and let me ask you this because I bet I'd like to pick your brain since I know that you do a lot of these crowd funds. When you're doing these, um, I see some people, they'll set the goal and it'll just be, and I actually did this on my second campaign. That you set the goal. But the first time I set the goal at $15,000, we obviously did better than that and raised 78,000. But this one, I was just like,
Wow.
okay, I just set it at $500. But I noticed you consistently do 5 to 7,000 when you do these. So I
Yeah.
think that might be a more realistic approach if you're coming in cold and you're crowdfunding. Or am I wrong about that?
Yeah, that is correct. I used to do the production cost, so the goal would be like $2,000. But a lot of times our Kickstarters wouldn't go above our goal, so I ended up losing money having to fulfill them, or be late taking forever to fulfill them. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna set the actual price of the book, the price to print and ship the book. So I started doing 5,000, 7,000. It works. People support it, and they get their books out faster because that's the actual cost of to get the book out.
Okay. And you do because I've seen you on Kickstarter, I've seen you on Indiegogo. Because you kind of jump back and forth, or do you run them simultaneous? How do you do that?
I usually run them simultaneously, but for this project, Vetita, we are doing Indiegogo only because our Kickstarter was rejected. So since the Kickstarter was rejected, I got my Kickstarter fan
Wait a
base to
minute,
come
hold
over
up.
to
You're breaking up.
Indiegogo.
You're breaking up. Hey, you
Oh,
say that
sorry.
again because something happened. I don't know. You just got I got some feedback or something, but
All right.
I
I'm getting no
want to
feedback
make
as well.
sure
Can you
you
hear me
heard.
now?
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
just repeat it.
So,
Start that over what you were saying.
okay. Normally I run them simultaneously via Kickstarter and Indiegogo, but with Vetita, our Kickstarter was rejected, and so it's Indiegogo only. So what I did was I let my Kickstarter fan base know, hey, I have this project on Indiegogo. It's only going to be on Indiegogo. So if you want it, you have to come over here to get it.
Okay. Now that's something I wanted to because I was wanting to show. I'm kind of curious. The picture is a little racy. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube for you the young lady, and she looks like she has nipple piercings, and it's very interesting. It's very yeah, it's like let me see if I can find because I'm sure okay, oh yeah, okay, that looks a
The
little safer.
interior, yeah, they're kind of tame.
Yeah,
There's a lot of violence in the
I just
interior.
don't want to show that top thing. Seems like I mean it's not
Yeah.
nude, but you can clearly see she's got like nipple piercings and stuff. So I was like, okay, so okay, so this is what I want to do because I just want to make sure everything's safe and the coast is clear before I. Okay, the rest of it's safe. Okay, so this I don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a screen share and I'm gonna show the rest of the
Okay.
page. And yeah, I had to scroll, but the link is in the description on the thing if anybody wants to check it out. But for whatever platform you're on, you should be able to access it. But let me see. So I'm going to go on. Boom. Okay, you should see it. Hopefully, everybody can. And okay. So book is this already printed or is this some kind of computer mock-up that you did in Photoshop? This looks like it's already printed.
It's a computer mock-up. We're not printed yet. We're not even done yet.
Okay.
We're like
okay.
on page 7 right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, art looks good. Tell me about your team.
Team consists of Gaurav Sharista. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He's an Indian artist. I found him on Facebook. He's really talented.
Yeah, I like this.
He's been doing a lot of covers for me. And after doing a few covers, I asked him if he wanted to do a book that I had just sitting around. Like this story had several artists attached to it before. Every artist quit on it. And so luckily he worked on it. And then the colorist is Michael Olbach. He colors Babylon Working for us. And he colors for Coffin Comics.
Okay.
And the writing team consists of myself and my writing partner Joshua Metzger.
I'm like, okay, man, this is oh wow, okay. I'm saying, yeah, it looks like you are not shying away from the gore there, which is some people, I like it bloody, so I'm good with that. Nice interiors. I'm looking the color, like I said, everything looks nice and top notch, man. Real professional here. Look back up at your tiers and see what all you. Oh man, you got really affordable stuff here. Let me see. Almost showed some flesh there. Let me see. The Fearless Vampire Killers. So, okay, so I'm saying this is your featured perk, and you've got Vetita Awakening metal print. That's just a metal print because I got a book about a year ago, and it was like a metal cover, and it was an actual. I don't know how they do it, but it's the book itself, and it's the cover. It was like sewn on or put on but it's on cardboard, but it's attached to, or whatever the stock paper is. But
we do those as well. We call those our chrome covers. We do those. We don't have one for this project, but we do a lot for LaFay. LaFay has a lot of chrome covers.
I love LaFay. Yeah, that was yeah, man. You let me read LaFay, and that I've seen several of your projects. LaFay is dope, man. I love that book from you. So I was like, I think that's a
thank you.
And it looks like I mean, it looks like whenever you've crowdfunded LaFay that you've got an audience there. It looks like people are coming back and you getting repeat backers and everything. So it looks like people are responding.
Yeah, LaFay's amazing. It's one of our the first one did okay, had 200 backers. Second one doubled that. We had 480 something backers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
The third one had 800 and something backers. So yeah, the word of mouth is
Wow.
spreading.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what I'm saying? And then the book, LaFay. Matter of fact, I'm sure there's another issue of LaFay. Like, I'd love to have you come back because I think LaFay, like I said, the what was it, Valhalla? I'm sorry, I can't. Whatever the Norse book that I had you on for last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Valhalla
book
awaits.
was Valhalla Awaits. Okay, I thought Valhalla Awaits looked the artist, everything looked great on that. And you let me read that, and then like I said, LaFay, like I said, definitely think that is my favorite. But this one, I started seeing some of the pages of this, and this looks really good. So
Thank you.
it
This
does
is
look
done by
like.
the same.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying it. You
Okay,
know, it looks
this
like
is the
people are
same.
responding to it because yeah, you're already over $5,400 so far. You're getting backers, and yeah, it looks.
Cool. So if people enjoy LaFay, this is the same team behind LaFay. Joshua and I wrote LaFay. We're writing this as well. This one is gonna be not gonna have as much sex as LaFay, but it's gonna have a lot more violence. Like LaFay has like a lot of sex.
Yeah, but like I said, I
This
think
one,
this one, I think it looks really cool though. That's why I was like, when I saw it, you know, you've been sharing it a lot on Twitter, and I was just looking at it. I was like, I haven't seen all your books seem to have at least. Your publishing company was called Evolution Publishing, or am I saying that wrong?
yeah, Evoluzione.
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 Okay.
It's Italian for evolution.
Okay.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I keep saying, I
it's
was like,
Italian for
man,
evolution.
and you know, I was just like, but you've got okay. I know I asked you this before we went on the air, and I mean, you're putting out what 10, 12 titles a year, like that, or
We put out about 10 titles a year. We're
oh,
trying,
man.
about that.
So I'm like,
Um,
yeah, and you're getting. I mean, you look like you're putting people to work. That's why I'm like, all the books are okay. If you had, I mean, obviously these are your books, your company, and all this kind of stuff. So I've seen, like I said, LaFay, and Valhalla Awaits. I definitely thought were really good titles, but this one looks really cool too. But if you had to pick one of your children, if you had to pick one of your children, what would be your favorite title from your company that you've been putting out?
okay, my favorite probably would be. Oh man, this is really hard. Um, it's a tie between Delilah Blast, which is like the first comic I ever wrote, and LaFay. It's a tie between those two. LaFay
LaFay,
and
like I
Delilah
said, LaFay
Blast.
is dope. LaFay is dope. I love LaFay. How do you have a website where people can pick other titles up from you, or are they on
Yeah,
Comixology or anything?
we have some more titles on Comixology. We have some more titles on keepgamecomics.com, which is like a black. It's a online comic store for black comics.
Now, what's it called? Peep
Um,
Game,
Peep Game Peep Game Comics. Peep
Peep
Game and
Game
Comics with
Comics.
IX. Yeah, Peep Game Comics. So
Okay.
if you're into black comics, they have tons of black comics on there. We're also on Gumroad. The site for Gumroad is evolutionepub.com, and it'll take you right straight to our Gumroad store. And you can
Okay.
get all of our titles digitally on there.
I don't
And
have
we're
a
also
Gumroad store.
on
Okay.
yeah,
Because
we're also
Brand, we
on
just got Brand on
Spinviz.
Comixology. So. Oh,
Okay.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was just saying that we're on Comixology finally, but yeah, it's yeah. I don't
How
have
are you doing on
Gumroad.
Comixology?
Sold a couple of books. It's not most of my stuff is coming in through the crowdfunding. So
Okay.
it's but I'm not pushing it. Is I see some people and they do really well on there. I'm not really pushing. It's like, oh, go to Comixology. I do want more of a digital presence, though. I would like,
We do best
obviously,
on Gumroad.
I'll look into that. Okay, because that's because like I said, the first title, um, I've got it set and ready to go. I just need places to put it, digitally.
Yeah.
So that's it's something to think about. So I'm wanting to do that. But yeah, like I said, I've seen so many of your books, man, and I just you know, I especially, but again, gushing over LaFay. Are you gonna do like a is Are you doing? Because I thought I saw LaFay was just gonna be like 4 parts, or
It's
is it 4
five.
parts
It's
and
5 issues.
another? Is
We have
say that
five.
again?
We're gonna do 5 issues. We're gonna do 5 issues, and then we're gonna do a trade. We're gonna do come back for another arc.
Oh,
We
okay, yeah,
like
like Bitter Root, because
yeah.
yeah, that book Bitter Root, I had Sanford Green on last year, and I got to talk to him. Matter of fact, I talked to him the other day. I'm supposed to have him back on, trying to set that up. I want to have him. They just won Eisner, and
Yeah.
just wanted to talk to him again. So I was like, Bitter Root. I remember I found Bitter Root like in late 2018. And I just happened to DM Sanford, and I was like, "Hey, man, I really like your book." And he was like, "Oh, thank you." And he was just a nice guy, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'll come on." And he came on, and we just chopped it up for an hour. And I was like, "Yeah, it was real cool." But I've enjoyed like
Yeah.
Bitter Root. Go ahead.
He's a really nice guy. I met him at Comic Con last year. Really
Mm.
nice. Like even though he was busy, he took the time to talk to everybody, take pictures. He was really polite.
Yeah, I've got a. He drew a old X-Men Beast, the original, the human Hank McCoy with the big hands, and he
Yeah.
drew that, and I've got that in my bedroom. So he's like, and he did. He sent me a limited edition Bitterroot trade paperback there's some store that sells like Japanese manga stuff or whatever, and they had some kind of exclusive deal with them, so that was the only place you could get it. And he had some, and he sent me one. He signed it and sent it to me. So I was like, yeah, Sanford's real cool people. So I really like him, and but Bitterroot is something that it's been one of my favorites, and they sold they sold the rights to HBO, so they're gonna. I'm looking forward to seeing an HBO version of Bitterroot to see. Hopefully, they don't butcher it. A lot of times the show
Yeah.
will go on.
Hopefully.
Oh, did I lose you?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, okay, it just started breaking
No.
up. It almost sounded like Cubert. It was like, and I was like, okay. So I was like, but I think you're back. Okay, so I
I'm
was
so
like,
sorry. I
okay.
don't know what's going on. Okay.
I was like, but I mean,
Hold on,
sometimes with
let me
the
see.
the streaming and stuff, the stream will break out or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I think LaFay. Have you ever thought about like trying to do a cartoon or any of that stuff? I think like LaFay is really dope. I was like, that's like I said.
When I came
Keep
up
talking
with the
about LaFay.
idea for LaFay, I wanted a TV show.
Mm.
I wanted, yeah. I don't want it to be animated. I want a live action show. It's gonna be kind of hard because, well, no, because HBO pulled off Dragons, so they could pull off the Dragons we have in
Oh,
LaFay.
yeah, they can definitely pull off the dragons.
It would have to
Yeah.
be HBO show because if
You
I don't
gonna
know if you read
do?
issue 2, but issue 2 has like a big orgy scene.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so it has to kind of, yeah, it kind of has to be HBO. And then issue
They
3
do that
opens
stuff
up with
on
some.
they do that stuff on Netflix too. Netflix and Amazon Prime definitely has. I haven't seen anything overly, but they show stuff on Amazon Prime. But I'm
Okay.
actually looking forward to their Amazon's got that Lord of the Rings show coming up. I'm looking forward to checking that out. I just
Yeah.
I did see that got pushed back though. They were supposed to start shooting that later this year, and obviously with everything going on right now, it's like, okay, well, we're gonna push some of that maybe back to 2021. So we may not. I don't know when we're gonna see it, but I was very much looking forward to, because I've heard they spent like $250 million just to get the rights to the Lord of the Rings, just to do
Wow.
the show. Yeah, they had to pay the Tolkien estate. $250 million to get the rights, and they had a bidding war with Netflix, and they ended up winning. So, and they're saying that the shows could cost 10 to 12 million an episode. So I'm like, if they're gonna be dropping that kind of money on an episode, I'm looking forward to. I don't know if you would, because I like Amazon Prime. I watch Netflix sometimes, but I watch Amazon Prime. But they've got what's that? The Jack Ryan show. I love that.
I watched the first season.
You didn't watch the second season? The second season is different for me, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was okay.
I stopped watching it after they left the black dude. After they left the black dude behind, I was like, I'm done. You can't leave
he's
the black
back.
dude behind. Oh, I didn't finish. After they left him, I was like, nah, you can't just leave. I left him stranded.
Yeah, I was like,
watching after that.
I thought you'll like. Now, I saw some people criticize the second season of Jack Ryan, say it got a little woke. I don't know if that's a problem for you or not, but I can see. But I thought the season itself was good. I enjoyed. Matter of fact, it got. The guy that played the faceless man on Game of Thrones, he's the villain in the second season, and I loved it. Yeah, and I was like Jaqen H'ghar. He played the guy that played Jaqen H'ghar from Game of Thrones. He's like the assassin villain, and Jack Ryan's hunting him down. So I was like, that whole thing, which I thought, like I said, I watched the second season. I got it. I sat down and I just watched it all in one. Just watched it all, and it was great. So. I enjoyed it.
I watched really all of season 1 in one day. Like someone told me to watch it, I was like, all right, cool. I have nothing to do. It's quarantine. I watched it all in one day.
And I started watching The Boys. I don't know if you've seen that.
You need to finish The Boys. I love The Boys. You need to finish that. That is awesome.
Okay. Yeah, that's so like I'm always looking. I'm sitting here and I'm like packing comics and stuff, and I'm like, okay, let me watch something else, and so I'll throw on like Netflix or Amazon or sometimes just random YouTube. I watch video game videos on YouTube. Like they just put Last of Us 2, which that got weird for me. They'll take the whole video game and like cut to just all the cinematic scenes, and there's like a 10-hour video on The Last of Us, because I watched the first Last of Us, and I watched the first Last of Us video, and it was like about 4 hours or whatever, 5 hours. And I mean, it's something to sit here while I'm doing work and just have it on in the background and watch. And then the one for Last of Us 2 is like about 10 hours. And I've gotten through about 3 hours of it so far. And I was like, some of it was a little cringy. So I was like, okay, but I gotta finish it so I can see how it ends, because I've heard the ending is not pleasing, but I have to complete it. So I have to watch. And I watched so many of those videos. I watched Witcher. I watched The Witcher 1, 2, and 3. The video game. Movies on that. So I watch all that stuff.
My packing show is Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes. I put that on the background as I pack comics.
It's either that.
I don't need to pay attention to it. I just have it on in the background while I pack comics. I need some background noise. Yeah.
I'll do that. Or I watch YouTube. So, just different. I watch so much stuff on YouTube. So that's one of the things. Like I watch like old wrestling videos. I like Up, Down, Down too. I watch that a lot. Up, Down, Down. They'll be playing like little video game challenges and weird stuff. So I've always liked that channel. And
I also watch Dead Meat. I think that's the name of the YouTube channel. It's where they do kill count. It's a guy who like watches terrible horror movies, and he counts the amount of times that people are killed in the movie, and he just summarizes the movie, counts the kills. Yeah, just something background, but it's interesting. I love horror movies.
Well, let me see. Let me see. I've watched that. Let me see. What else was I watching? I was watching Karate Kid. Not the Karate. Cobra Kai. I was watching Cobra Kai. I watched all of season 1. I haven't finished season 2 yet. I tried to watch the pilot and then stuff was happening, so I was like, okay. But I got to finish because they're actually moving. They just switched over to Netflix, so I think they're still on YouTube for a couple more weeks or whatever, and then they're going to take it to like the next season and everything else is going to go. So I was like, I was enjoying Cobra Kai, but I haven't gotten through the second season yet, but need to check that out. And then, or I'll just watch. Sometimes YouTube will have like a free movie with ads, and they had like Masters of the Universe and all that kind of stuff. So I was just like the old Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe. So I was like, I'll watch that, and then just anything. So I watched the Django, had the Django on and stuff like that. So yeah, my life is boring. That's what. That's what I.
Mine is very boring as well.
So yeah, that's
doing
what
college,
I just.
you tend to have a boring life. You're always either you're writing or you're packing orders.
Yeah, and that's the packing, because I'm like, yeah, like right before we went live, I was getting stuff ready to ship out, and then like when we get off the air, I'm right back at it. I'm like listening to podcasts and doing I'll tell you something else I just got. Neil Gaiman Sandman audiobook that's on what's it on Audible? Yeah, it's exclusive
Audible,
to Audible. It's incredible. It's like $39.99, and it's got like the first 3 volumes of Sandman, and they're about to do they're getting ready to do the next series of it. So I was like, that what I bought. I was listening. I've listened. It's like 11 or 12 hours of material, and they've got sound effects and they've got so many. What's the guy that played Professor X in the X-Men first? The younger version
of James McAvoy, right?
Yeah. He's Morpheus, and they got some new chick that plays Death, and she's got a great voice. So I mean, the voice actors. They got the guy that played in Lord of the Rings, and he was Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He's in there, and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, yeah, it's they definitely spent a lot of time and effort putting the audio book together. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing hello Daniel C. Hello, yo right back.
I'll check that out.
But yeah, it's matter of fact, one thing I did see, they're about to, I guess there's some kind of prestige edition of Sandman that's on Amazon. I think it's coming out in September. They got there's some kind of collector's box, and it's got like all the volumes. It's like $200 though. I saw it. I was like, good. I love Sandman. This stuff is, and Neil Gaiman's actually the narrator on it and everything. It's I'm telling you, it's first class the whole through the way they did it. So
I'll put that on my list. Right now I'm listening to the new Jim Crow. I'm listening to that on Audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's author on that?
Let me look that up right now. Pull up my Audible.
Because I'm like, I'm listening to like a couple of Audible books I have are. I had something on Hulk Hogan. It's like wrestling stuff. Because I got Jim Ross has 2 books. He's got Slobber Knocker, and he's got Under the Black Hat, which is his new book. And I actually listened to them out of order because I got Under the Black Hat first, and it was so good I had to go back and get Slobber Knocker. So I was like, but Under the Black Hat was incredible. I got the Neil Gaiman Sandman, and it's just, man, it's like listening. It kind of reminds me of just because I don't listen to the radio as much as I used to. So listening to the audio books, and you're sitting here and it's like, okay, packing comics, listen to the audio books, or either that or have something going on in the background like that. It's just something simple to listen to while you sit, because I'm like, okay, I just packed 80 comics. Let me I'm just getting them out and get this shipment ready and all this. So yeah, I've got a rather busy night ahead of me. So
the new Jim Crow is by Michelle Alexander. It's narrated by Karen Chilton. It's a pretty long book. It's a 16-hour book.
16 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Slobber Knocker. I remember I got through the whole book. I was sitting here packing one night, and I sat at this table, and I put the book on, and by the morning, I started at like 6:30 that night, and then by like that time in the morning, about 5:30 or so, I was at the end. I sat there and listened. I was sitting here packing the whole night because I had a shipment I had to get out. You know, the post office was opening at like 8 o'clock, so I wanted to get everything ready. And I just put the book on and let it play. And by the time the book was done, I had my shipment. I was just sitting there, just packing everything up. But I got through the whole book, and I was like, whoa. It was crazy, you know. It's just I couldn't believe it. But that's I've listened to the book like 4 times now, though, because I just enjoy it as a little stories. Because I'm a big wrestling fan, so it's like just hearing the different stuff. But I've been doing that with the Sandman book now, so I've been just listening to. Yeah, I just because Neil Gaiman and they have what's that guy? The guy from the Kingsman. Was it Taron Egerton? He's in there.
Yeah.
He plays. He actually plays John Constantine. He's John Constantine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in there. Michael Sheen. I used to watch him on Masters of Sex, and he's on Prodigal Son on Fox now, and he was in the Underworld movies.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Michael Sheen is Lucifer. So they got all kind of kind of stars. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Sandman audiobook, and they're doing more of them. So I was like, they just did this audiobook is just the first 3 volumes, and so yeah, like I said, it's really good. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, damn, did I just pay $39.99? I was like, did I just pay that much for it? But when I listened to it, I was like, man, I'm telling you, I've gotten repeat listenings from it. I've really enjoyed it. So I have to give it that thumbs up on it. I cannot. There's a part where Morpheus, you know, they'll show Morpheus from different perspectives, because, you know, like in Africa, he's still Morpheus, but he looks different to the Africans. So they got African actors to do the African. I was like, the whole thing. I mean, they got music and sound effects, and I was like, wow, it's like it's an audio feast. It really it's probably one of the best audiobooks I've ever purchased, and I've purchased a few over the last few months, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm very much looking forward to getting the next volume, because I was like, oh, okay, man. So they just did the first 3 volumes, and they get into the next 3 volumes. I'll be right there, because again, thumbs up for that, man. I mean, it's almost as good as your books, man. I'm telling you that.
Thanks. I've never read Sandman, so is the
Really?
audiobook a good introduction? Yeah, I've never read it.
Yeah, the way they do it, because I read some interviews with some of the people that helped produce it, and the way they have to, because it's obviously a graphic novel, and then so they had to bring there's some, I can't remember her name, but she helped write the script. So she took Neil Gaiman's script and wrote it because you have to describe things. Obviously, people are listening. It's like
yeah.
Have you ever listened? They used to do Star Wars. They used to do sometimes they would get the Star Wars actors, or they would get like celebrities, and they would do a Star Wars radio show, and they would read. Someone would be Han Solo, someone would be C3PO, and all this. And they do it. They'd be like, "Oh, this is for charity and stuff," and they would raise $150,000-$200,000 and just listen to all these famous people. Oh, this person's Princess Leia and all this, and it would be like an old radio show from like the 30s or whatever. It'd have the sound effects, and they'd have an orchestra in it, and have all the music and everything, and they would do a big show on it. And that's what the Sandman audiobook kind of reminded me of. It's got sound effects and every person on the team that's playing the parts, they're all like A-list people or great voice actors and stuff. And like I said, Neil Gaiman actually is the narrator on the book. I can't recommend it enough. The Sandman audiobook.
All right, you convinced me. I'm getting it right now.
I'm telling you,
my phone, getting it right now.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I love it. It's one of my I was like, I couldn't believe how good it was. I was like, man, this is good. And you kind of so I'm hoping when they do the next volume, it better be just as good as volume one. I cannot recommend volume one.
I bought it.
It's incredible. It's like, and it really,
All
like I said,
right.
when the all the different stories that they, there's oh man, this is I don't like I said, dig in, enjoy. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it.
All right. I'll get it.
I
I got
cannot.
it. As soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I really, and like I said, you hear all those different points. You're like, oh, okay, there's James McAvoy. Okay, yeah, because like I said, he's Dream or Morpheus or because sometimes they call him Dream. Sometimes he's got all the different names and stuff, but he's
Okay.
Dream. James, so you'll hear James McAvoy all through, and then there's the part where Constantine comes in, and it's just so many different. They even do like the old. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the old Sandman lore, like when he was a superhero back in like the 30s
Yeah,
and
I've heard
40s.
about that. Yeah, he used to be a superhero. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Neil Gaiman when he wrote, I think Sandman came out in 88 or 89 or so when it was first on Vertigo, and so he went back and delved into that old Sandman lore, and something had happened to Dream, and so another Sandman had. I mean, it was just so much good stuff. I mean, it's incredible. Two. If I had more than 2 thumbs, I would give it more than 2 thumbs. I cannot recommend it enough. But matter of fact, let me see. See, that's what people see. Okay, TJ Swan said he getting in later today. But let me while look like we got some more people coming in. Let me actually show your book again, and let me show. This is called Vetita Awakening, if I can talk. And boom. So I'm gonna show this. And it is, okay. So this is, let me see, go up to the top. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. Book looks good. Whoop. All right. So, but yeah, man. I love what's this young lady's name? What's her name? What's your main character's name?
She's not the main character. The main character is Luna. That is her mom. That's Luna's mom.
Oh,
Her name's
okay.
Mariah.
Okay, so it's I guess this young lady is the main.
She dies on page 3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She's
Okay.
the main
So
character. Luna's the main character. Yeah, it's on page 3. Mariah dies.
And you said this is exclusive. This is exclusive on Indiegogo. This is the only place you can get it right now.
Yes. This will be the only place you can get it.
So yeah, your artist did a pretty good job here with the interiors. Colors look great. Yeah, man, I'm digging this. And when are you gonna do LaFay? Which are you on? Are you on 4 or 5 now?
We just 3, so we just finished 3, so we're gonna do 4 in October.
Yeah, because like I said, I love LaFay. I think LaFay is incredible. So I'm hopefully we can get you back when it's time to do LaFay number 4. And we can talk about it because
you're on a tight deadline with LaFay.
Okay.
Because publisher in another country wants to print it, is interested in printing it, but we have to hurry up and finish the whole arc this year if we want their offer.
Oh, so 2 books. So you have to do 4 and 5.
2 books.
Okay.
We have to do 4 and 5 by the end of the year. If we want this deal, it'll be printed in another language.
Oh, I've been wanting to translate Brand into this. I actually talked to a guy, and he could translate Brand into Spanish for me, and he had kind of given me a decent rate and everything. So I was just, but I've been, I want to do the international. So okay, I see you doing Big Boss moves. I see you. Okay, all right. Well,
we're
Marcel,
trying to get the book out in Europe and in Asia. Like, we're trying to expand to other languages.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have a company in Korea that wants to do it in Korean. We have a company in Spain that's interested in doing it in Spanish. Yeah. This book
I
has opened up a lot of
imagine
opportunities for us.
that's what I'm about to say because yeah, like I said, I think LaFay is great. And you've been doing these books for a few years now, so I imagine you have quite a massive back catalog. I don't know how much material you're sitting on with different properties
We
that you.
yeah, we have a lot. We have lot of stuff. A
That's
lot of
what I'm
stuff just
saying.
sitting. We have stuff that's sitting on Gumroad. We have stuff that we have just sitting in a vault that we haven't released yet.
Hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot of back material.
Yeah, that's one of the
We ha-
reasons why I can't wait to finish this second volume, Way of the Gun and the Fame book, because I'm looking, because then after that, I got to do the next book with Mike Barron, and we do, we're gonna have all this material and just be able to I want to, obviously, like I said, I want to distribute it digitally and just keep being able to just stockpile it and have all this back material that we can, distribute in different forms and all this. And I want to
we
do
also
a trade
have a
paperback,
wrestling.
and I want to do, but
We have a
oh,
wrestling book. You said you're a wrestling fan. We have a wrestling book. It's called SFC.
okay,
It's superpowers meets wrestling.
okay, I need to check that one
Um,
out. Okay, I definitely want to
yeah,
check that out.
I'll send you two PDFs. The art is okay, okayish, but
So,
the writing is makes it worth it. And then we have artists coming on to issue 5. It was amazing. His
okay,
name is Bruno Lima. He did one of the Tetra covers. Yeah, he did the one with her. He did the one behind with the moon in the background, and there is a new version and a clean version. That's Bruno Lima,
hmm,
and,
okay. I need
and
to,
so
like I
he's
said,
gonna be
man.
finishing up our he's
But
gonna be finishing
yeah,
up the wrestling book.
okay, okay. I'm definitely checking that one out. And like I said, I'm definitely looking
I'll
forward
send you.
to the next volumes of LaFay. Oh, I think somebody about to get hemmed up. Sound like them boys is in the area out there in the field. They getting
Yeah,
it in. I think.
I live in the ghetto.
Yeah, I am quite familiar with the ghetto. I have been there quite often, and I recommend the ribs. And yeah, and, the hot water cornbread is incredible. So I would highly recommend it. But Marcel, how can people reach out to you, man? How can they websites, all that kind of stuff? How do people reach you on social media and all that good stuff?
All right, I'm on Twitter at Marcel underscore Dupree. If you want to reach Evolution Publishing, we're on Evolution Pub on Twitter. Instagram, Evolution Pub. My Instagram is Dupree Marcel, I think it is. I don't go on there often. Our website, evolutionapub.com. Facebook, Evolution Pub. What else are we on? I think that's all we're on. And, oh yeah, we're on Indie Planet, Comixology, Spinwiz, Gumroad. Just type in Evolution. All of that will pop up.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let me. Okay, so let me show. Matter of fact, let me show one more time because the link is in the description, and we get. Let me see. This is. Let's see. This is.
I sent you the first 3 issues of SFC in DM via Twitter.
lose you? Wait a minute, it's roboting. Trying to get. Hold on. Okay. I had to pop in because I don't know if anybody can see me. Like, for whatever reason, this thing is locking up on me. And I'm like,
okay.
But I'm trying to. Fortunately, I have my trusty phone here because I was like, oh my God, what is going on? But I'm trying to get this thing back right where I can get the thing back. I was like, oh no, I'm live and the screen locked up on me. But let me see if I can actually. I might have to reboot. Let me see. But since I can hang in, but I was gonna show your book again, and then my horrible computer started locking up. I was like, that's the worst thing that ever happens, like when you're trying to like do these live streams and everything. So like, okay, so I'm trying to get back control of the situation, and then, but hey, people are still watching for some reason. Thank you. No, so plug your. Like I said, tell them your social media again. Tell them how they can reach out to you and all that good stuff. And
you can reach out to me via Instagram, Marcel Dupree, Twitter, Marcel Dupree. I'm not on Facebook. You can reach out to Evolutionary Publishing. It's Evolutionary Pub Twitter, Evolutionary Pub on Instagram, Evolutionary Publishing on Facebook. We are on Indiegogo, Anthology, Keep Game Comics, Inwiz, Gumroad. Yeah. We have something for everyone. We have YA stuff. We have mature. We have superheroes, crime, fantasy, urban fantasy.
Okay. Well. Okay. So I think that seemed to come through on my end. So let me say this again. So okay, we're on Planet EJOBN. If you are watching on any of the other platforms, you can join us over youtube.com/Akari Press. And then we will be back on live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday. We will be doing the Jill stream. It is Wire Wednesday, so we will be doing episode 3 of The Wire, season 1, episode 3 of The Wire. If you want to hang out and watch along with us, and you can catch that right here on this channel. And we are also now on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Those are live as of this morning. So we are all over the place with the Jill stream, and then we'll be back at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday as well, if you guys want to watch this. But my thanks. Hold up, I'm not on the right. Okay, yeah, I'm holding the phone up trying to do this, but my thanks to the great Marcel Dupree. Please check out Vetita Awakening. And of course, catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and right here on YouTube, all at Akari Press. AkariPress.com takes you to brand Way of the Gun, which I am doing with my good friend, Mr. Kanan White. Also, Teespring, Amazon. Links are in the description. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out. And that's it.